we try to erase Israel from the map and put Palestine. So the word Palestine may appear on the Arab maps, but in reality, we are working with Israel to erase what we put as a word on the map. This is as miserable as it can get. We're fighting over the most trivial of issues. We're fighting over borders. We're fighting over resources. Recently, 2-3 Middle Eastern countries, or maybe 4, who do not really constitute real countries, right, in terms of population, education, power, gross national products, economy, military, nothing. Even combined together, they have nothing to stand on. They are fighting the weakest of Arab countries for dominance, and most probably for more wealth. Emirates and Saudi Arabia are fighting Yemen. We must remove by all means possible all powers that stand against our yearning for education, for glory, for a future for our children. We cannot continue to have peace with repressive regimes. They have rendered our nation to the bottom of the bottom. We have to remove the source of our misery. These are the governments. Some of these nations have defined Islam itself as their enemy, and they started to adjust to corruption. So how do we fill those holes and replace those vacuums? We resort as people to imitation. So our peoples are looking for sports stars, electronic games, Western haircuts, Western clothing, Western style, Western this and Western that, until the West itself says, these people are just scavenging under the table. Kick them far. It's like an unwanted dog under the table of the dinner in a family house. How far do we continue to accept to eat the crumbs that are not even available? One Arab poet once says, وَلِلْحُرِّيَّةِ الْحَمْرَاءِ بَابٌ بِكُلِّ يَدٍ مُضَرَّةٍ يُدَقُّ. Freedom has a red gate that you have to go through. You have to keep knocking on that gate until it opens widely. We need people who are willing to take the initiatives and defy their difficult realities like the Afghans did. We need people to have the will like the Palestinian people in Gaza. The more the siege becomes difficult, the more ingenuity you see them coming up with. We give too much power to governments, they abuse it. They abuse us. They abuse our resources. And what do we say? Who's going to become the president? Nasser. Who else? Who's going to replace Sisi? We don't have anybody to match. Who is going to replace Yasser Arafat? Who's going to replace Saddam? And time and again, Allah is showing us those people definitely are disposable and useless. And in many, if not all cases, they are harmful to your interest. But we continue the suckling of our own blood being sucked out of us. وانصر عبادك المجاهدين في كل مكان